How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm not at home. I came from Kiev. I really want to go home, but I think it won't be safe for my daughter, so we will stay somewhere here and just wait.
What do you miss most about home?
My ordinary life, you know, just to drink some coffee in my favorite cafe and to bring my daughter to the kindergarten, just normal stuff. It will never be the same as it was. Every time the siren is here, I just tell her that it's fireworks, so we need to hide because she's like 5 years old, and I don't want for her to have a trauma.
Just fireworks.
Yeah, just fireworks, loud fireworks.
Yeah.
We never know in what time Russia will send missiles or rockets to our territory. Air attack could be launched on Lviv. So now we need to go to find the nearest shelter just to hide.
We're going to a shelter now in the press building. That was genuinely pretty fucking terrifying.
Each time it's really scary, especially at the night, then you want to try to chill and sleep.
It'd be annoying. What the fuck, just trying to sleep? Like, go into a bunker or something.
It is special time for me, for my city, for my country. Last month, 3 times Russia aggressor attack city Lviv.
Officials in the western Ukrainian city of Lviv say Russian missile strikes hit a fuel storage facility on the outskirts of the city.
We could see dark plumes of smoke rising into the sky.
For me, Putin equal Hitler. Russian aggressor attack Ukrainian cities every day.
Global outrage grew today as more horrific revelations surfaced from Bucha, Ukraine.
I want to warn you that
Okay.
the images we are about to show you, and even the descriptions of them, are graphic, disturbing, but they are the devastating reality of Putin's war on the people of Ukraine. The town's mayor saying at least 20 innocent civilians were shot in the back of the head, and that several hundred civilians are buried in the once peaceful commuter town's mass grave.
Okay.
Basically, a load of the Russian troops that are around, like Kiev Oblast, the region on the front lines there, they've pulled back. For the first time, a lot of the Ukrainian troops have like properly moved in there to see like what's happened, and they're just finding like mass graves, over 400 probably civilians, you know, old people, young people. They're finding loads of images of people with their hands tied behind their back, dead in the street. It's like it's probably an execution, right? So it's looking like there was a massacre.
All world must isolate Russia next 50 years. Russia, it is Nazi country.
Хедшот. Українці, розстрілюємо Путіна. Не сором промахнутися. Сором не стрельнути. Слава Україні! Слава Україні! Героям слава! Сюди, оцей. Супер. 20% цього прибутку йде на фонд «Повертайся живим». Так, якщо маєте можливість, можете на фонд «Повертайся живим» скинути любу, бо тут нема праці. Можете опозоритись.
How did it feel to do that?
Трошки на душі стало легше. Я надію, кількість цих
Oh,
поросте
shit.
в настоящий.
Oh, you should have spammed me harder. Wait, okay, basically he said, glory to Ukraine. The money that I get from this, I send to people who need help from Ukraine. Okay, that's basically what he said. It just, like, they're just shooting it.
Трошки на душі стало легше. Я надію, кількість цих куль поросте в настоящий, і ми її побачимо в мавзолеї або десь закопаною під бетоном. На даний момент ми займаємося гуманітарною допомогою. Якщо мене армія призве, звичайно, я готовий. Ми гуманітарно допомагаємо, там фонд, в частності «Повернись живим», також порахуємо кошти.
I guess for, you know, a lot of people, they can't be on the front or whatever, but this is their way of donating, this is their way of helping. Everyone is doing something. It's really interesting to see. It's like a community effort, you know, across the whole country.
Thing is, it's like they're saying the solution is just what? Just destroy Russia, make Russia not exist anymore. Is this really the solution? Is this really the solution? Like, Like, isn't it befriend Russia and be diplomatic with Russia? Like, if anything, because then if you just like create an enemy, then it's just like they're just gonna continue doing shit, right? You know, they're like no, really, dude. Like, think about it. Like, you say, like, they're like, oh, in 50 years Russia no longer exists. It's just gone. Fuck Russia. Like, you know, that's not the play, dude. Because what are the Russians gonna do? Well, you gonna kill them all? You gonna kill the Russians? You're gonna like fucking? It's like trying to go into those fucking other war-torn areas and like trying to fucking go in there and do that shit, and like people don't even want it, and then the terrorists just go into the fucking hills, and then they'll just fucking attack your shit. It's just gonna radicalize more people because like nobody likes this, and it's just instead of like trying to just be diplomatic, right? Diplomacy, chat. Like the best way is to sort out problems without killing each other, right? That's the best way. Like that's the best way. Really, that's the strat, boys. Okay.
So it was my place where I usually walked after Russia invaded in Ukraine. This place closed for climbing, but it opened for taking refugees here. We are still helping them each day.
That's badass.
Chef, do you want some question for him?
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
Як тебе звати?
Київ.
Do you like to climb?
Покуси, потом уехали и сюда приехали.
What's your favorite animal?
Mason.
Mason? So he have a cat called Mason.
Is that Mason? 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 All right. Mason's a little bit camera shy. What do you want to be when you grow up?
А потом полицейским. Я хотел маме купить машину, когда вырасту.
He want to buy a car for his mother and to himself.
Взрыв будет, и я буду
To be fair, I remember my mum wanted a spa pool really bad, and that's what I used to always say. I was like, I'm gonna get my mum a spa pool. But then she got a spa pool herself, Sag, before I could get her a spa pool.
Ольга, мы приехали из города Бахмут, Донецкой области. Мы с вечера собрались и уже до крайней точки Львов. Остаться в ближайшее время, а дальше посмотрим, будет видно как.
Would you prefer to return home, or would you like to immigrate into a different country?
Хотелось бы вернуться домой. Естественно, мы скучаем по дому. Как развернутся все эти события, и будет ли дома, будет ли куда возвращаться, и если действительно будут какие-то сложные ситуации в плане возврата домой. Какое-то время было спокойно в городе, потом какой-то день в центр города прилетело сразу несколько ракет. Мне стало страшно за ребенка, за себя, семью, и мы приняли решение.
How do you explain what's going on to your son?
Когда это было далеко от нас, и комендантский час, и так далее.
It makes sense. If Flash you're at is getting bombed, it's like you could like just risk it and stay there, but like it's like standing under a fucking cliff, and like you could see it coming and crashing down, and there's nothing you can do, bro. Oh, someone just got executed, and there's nothing you can do, right? And then you just die. Because like this huge thing comes down. It's like you be chilling in an area, and then all of a sudden a missile comes out of nowhere, and you just die. So it's like, do you want to be in a situation where there's like an unavoidable random death? Like, fuck that. You get the fuck out, dude. Get the fuck out of that area. If they're fucking bombing there, dude, get the fuck out, man. Like, especially you got kids, man.
Он видел в городе военных и военную технику. Он задавал вопросы, почему они здесь. Не внедрялась в подробности, не вникала.
Do you like staying here?
Мне тут нравится, я тут только на канате таком, на матче бегал, прыгал.
That looks sweet.
Well, I'm glad you
I'll
were
be honest, out of all the places to be like a refugee, like fucking whatever, like, you know, this is like a fucking rock climbing center, dude. That's fucking batshit.
able to bring Mason with you.
Обязательно в любом случае мы бы не оставили его дома без присмотра. Он полноценный член нашей семьи.
It's crazy like rock climbing place let them take the cat.
Out of the more than 4 million people who fled Ukraine, over 2.3 million are now in Poland.
14. Yeah, 14. I came off Kryvyi Rih, it's the center of Ukraine. My little brother and my aunt came to Peremishli with me, and I like very scared because my dad is in Kryvyi Rih. Yeah, it's scary situation, very scary situation.
What do you miss most about home?
My friends, my 4 best friends in Hungary, in Slovenia, in Ireland, and I haven't connected with them.
If you had to pick one friend that you wished you were with right now, which friend would it be?
I think like Dima.
Props to this dude for traveling to Ukraine and covering actual real news and not just making people look stupid like normal. It takes balls to go into a war zone, even if he's in a relatively safe area on the border.
Safe area. He's in a safe area. But I mean, yeah, no, I think it's good though. It's poggies. It's poggies to taking it. It's certainly a level up, right? It's certainly the next level of journalism. Now he just needs to get it. What I want to see is him literally fucking getting escorted by some special forces into an actual war zone. And fucking straight up interviewing like terrorists and shit with this little microphone. That would be fucking bad chest. That would be bad chest. Okay. All right. That's the next level. If you want to go, let's go. Like, dude, maybe even go to Russia, bro. Do you reckon Putin would take an interview from this guy? Andrew, do you reckon Putin would interview? Do you reckon Putin would do an interview with this guy? You never know. Channel 5 News with Putin, dude. That'd be fucking interesting. I'd watch it. That'd sound fucking like some content.
Back for me. He's quite funny and he's like he can smile me all of them. I want to hear his jokes of teachers and like I want to usual life.
Sad egg.
Декілька днів тому приходило по 6 потягів, і можна легко порахувати, що кожний потяг вміщував по 2-3 тисячі осіб.
What do you think is the biggest challenge that refugees face whenever they get from Ukraine to Poland?
Така, що люди приїжджають в чужу державу і не можуть зорієнтуватися. Ну, кожен боїться за своє життя, за своїх дітей. Дуже дивно те, що, наприклад, українці в Російській Федерації живе коло більше 5 мільйонів осіб, всебічного освітлення цієї війни.
Bro, you really Twitch Prime in the middle of a fucking video about Ukraine and shit, dog? Do you really just fucking... Dog, okay, to be fair, that's actually my fault. The fact that I allowed you to do that is actually that's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad.
І тому рахують, що російська армія робить правильно.
In Russia, Vladimir Putin's approval rating is soaring despite his disastrous invasion of Ukraine.
It's now above 80%.
Киев никто не бомбит, я этому не верю.
Путин такого не мог сделать. Напасть на Украину, тем более.
Every day, Russian state television accuses the West of fake news over Ukraine.
Это Зеленский все делает. Американцы.
Я за Путина.
Я хочу вам показать несколько...
Я за Путина.
Я поняла.
Даже не буду смотреть фотографии.
One of their claims is that the...
Do you reckon it's like... Do you think it's like strengthening their... Like the more the fucking... Western media pushes the shit, the more anti they become. The more anti that do you reckon it's like that shit where like the more you try and make someone do something or tell someone that this is something that's like this like fucking backlash. You're afraid? I don't know. Okay, anyway, wait one sec.
The bodies in these photos lying on the ground, these apparently dead bodies, were placed there by Ukrainian radicals, as they're called, or Nazis.
So I think I've seen this before. What is this flyer right here?
So A3OB Azov Battalion is neo-fascist battalion here in Ukraine. They've been going since the start of the revolution, so 2014.
The group was known to have ties to neo-Nazi movements, and its leader was even quoted once as saying Ukraine's purpose was to, quote, lead the white races of the world.
To Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Wait, what?
Was to, quote,
Ukraine's purpose to lead the white races of the world in the final crusade against the... what the fuck? What the
lead
fuck?
the white races of the world.
To Russian President Vladimir Putin, their far-right politics, a justification to claim that Ukraine needs to be denazified.
Not to say that they're not there, they're fighting right now in Mariupol, you know, they've been basically defending that city along with the Ukraine Marines. But they make out like that's everybody and everybody believes in it sort of thing. There's a real problem where people either like just deny it exists or they emphasize on it too much. And really they don't have much influence.
But Putin's just going there because it's all to do with oil, right? This is all just some power. It's like oil and territory. That's literally, it's like not even, it's got nothing to do with the fact that there's some Nazi cunts in Ukraine, right? They're kind of just using that as like a, like legit, it's good optics to be like, oh, we're getting rid of Nazis. Right? It's yeah.
Influence like politically. So, you know, when Russia was saying they're a Nazi junta, it's like, well, then they're the worst one that ever happened because Zelensky, who was a...
It makes sense. If I was Russia and there was some Nazis in Ukraine, it makes sense that you would use that as an excuse, right? Like, absolutely. It's kind of cringe that they exist. Because it gives them, like, that's like free, that's free ammunition for Russia, right? That's free, like, it's kind of cringe that, like, some fucking neo-Nazi fucking, I don't know, private military, whatever the fuck, guys are out there literally like fighting on behalf of Ukraine. Well, like what the fuck? Why the fuck? Why? Like what the hell is this? You know, why don't they just rebrand and be like, yo, we just like you know, just rebrand from the neo-Nazi like swastika thing. Go for the, you know, more kind of like get some, you know, make it more multicultural. Get some people in there, you know, call it Ukraine's Avengers or something, you know. All right, you know what I'm saying? Just easy. Then Putin doesn't have shit to stand on because, like, what are you invading for now, bitch? There's no fucking neo-Nazi fucking Andes. Yeah. What are you gonna do now? Look, just become furries. Yeah.
Jew, who some of his family died in the Holocaust under the Nazis, he got 73% of the vote in a country of 44 million. I think what you have to do is look at Russia. So Russia has a much more serious Nazi problem. And there's a lot of evidence that they're connected to the FSB, Russian internal intelligence services. So they have a problem.
Well, I thought Russia I thought Russia was against Germany. I thought they were like anti. I thought that, were they not? They weren't allies with Germany, right? They were like that in the World War II. In the World War II? Like in the most recent war. I'm not educated when it comes to any of this shit. My understanding was that the Russians didn't like the Nazis. That was my understanding. Okay? That was my understanding. And my other understanding was America didn't give a fuck about the Nazis and actually like sat back while all this shit happened, and also Britain sat back until it was like until they were like literally in France or something, right? They literally like were like, ah, fuck, and then like, oh shit, we actually have to do something, or they're gonna be like on our fucking shores, like legit. And it was the same shit, and then America was just like, you know, let's just sit back and chill for a bit, and there's actually a bunch of Nazis in America, and then they're like, fuck it, all right, let's go do some shit, you know, like after there was already like a lot of destruction and things happen. That's my understanding. In New Zealand, we were just fucking doing literally nothing because we're on the other side of the world. So, oh shit, I say that, but we weren't doing nothing because we had the Anzacs, so we were doing stuff, right? We had that's why Anzac Day exists. Okay, well, you know, proportionally, right? Like, bro, you do what England. Well, that's the thing. We're owned by England, right? We're owned by, we're like part of the UK memes. But now we're kind of doing our own thing, but still, like, technically the Queen can be like, yeah, this is my land. Although I think if she tried to come do that, we'd be like, fuck you. I'm pretty sure that's what would happen. I'm pretty sure we'd be like, fuck you.
Simon.
Yeah. Should we go to a shelter or something?
Yeah, we should probably go to a shelter, yeah. If we want to get a look at the other side of things that isn't reported as much, we could go and talk to the anarchists. They're doing aid. They're taking stuff all over Ukraine. They're not making a big noise about it, but they're doing it not just to anarchist groups, to any soldiers that need it, you know. So that's another part of this thing.
Before the war, I worked as a tour guide in a history museum. 10-20 kilometers from Bucha, Irpin areas, I used to cycle in that areas a lot. It's fucked up. If Russians occupy it, they will kill off every politically active person, no matter of his political views. The side which really needs denazifying right now, in my opinion, is Russia.
Why are, you know, Nazis fighting with leftists on the front lines?
if the fight is lost, there will be no one left, no right wing, left wing, it will be eradicated.
Ну і власне в них достатньо ресурсів для того, щоб розповсюджувати цю фейкову інформацію на весь світ, і в тому числі є багато західних медіа, які прислуховуються до Росії.
The Kremlin views Tucker Carlson's commentary as, quote, essential in its wartime messaging strategy.
Wait, what? Wait, that guy? That guy's a massive clown? Wait, what the Kremlin's like, yo, Tucker Carlson, that guy. Yo, that guy's legit. Okay, you should fucking trust that guy for sure. Okay, that guy knows what's up, alright? Wait, that's the guy, is that the guy who's like anti-gay? And like like he's like the, like borderline racist? Is that the guy I'm thinking of? Or is it like, to be fair, he probably has, what I've seen, I've never actually watched his show, so I've probably seen a bunch of out of context clips that make him look bad, right? That's probably like what it, you know, it's probably, I've never watched his actual full show, so I've just seen a bunch of really bad clips from that guy, but the Kremlin says he's legit, so okay, all right.
That is according to a leaked 12-page memo from a Russian government agency to the Russian media.
What is this really about? Why do I hate Putin so much? Has Putin ever called me a racist? Did he manufacture a worldwide pandemic that wrecked my business and kept me indoors for 2
You know, this reminds me of? This guy reminds me of like the mainstream, like Keemstar. He's like the mainstream media version of Keemstar. Like he's only relevant because he just stirs a bunch of shit and just fucking just says a bunch of offensive shit to people and like, yeah, like, that's literally it. It's like he's literally like the mainstream media version of Keemstar.
2 years. Is he trying to snuff out Christianity? Does he eat dogs? Is he making fentanyl? These are fair questions, and the answer to all of them is no. Vladimir Putin didn't do any of that.
Putin is doing the right thing. He's taken out the Syrian mafia.
It's not an invasion. They can easily fake a war.
Ну це просто весело, це типу як будь-які інші фейк-ньюс.
So what are the most important items that you need right now?
Helmets and bulletproof vests, certain kinds of medicine.
Потім речі, які дозволяють там не замерзнути, типу спальників, одягу, карематів і так далі. Теж те, що може знадобитися як цивільним, так і на фронті.
Interesting stuff. Wait, so have Russia left yet? Have they left? Like, have they left? I thought they were leaving. Are they not leaving? What are they doing? Wait, are they stopping? Are they stopping or? No, they're progging Mythic Ukraine 40k webs.
Because he is.
God game.